And let me ask y'all a bit of a question. Do y'all think straight people should party at homosexual establishments? So I came across this clip over there on this podcast called By Latin Men. And I think this is also the show that I knew of Kevin Ortega Rojas before he started getting more into the political stuff. Because, he has a show called Here's Why Kevin. He has appeared a lot of times on the Ebro Lauren Rosenberg podcast. Whenever political stuff goes on, they invite him on the show. So I've been seeing him out about. He's a little pocket gay, but he's also a cutie patootie as well because pocket gay because he's short. But nevertheless, he said this because, and people was getting mad at him over saying like he does not feel that straight people should come to gay establishments. And I'm gonna tell you why I agree with him on certain points, but also, well, I don't agree. But he also commented in the comments as well. So we'll get to that, and we'll come back and we will talk. Please hold.
I am so sick of seeing straight women in gay bars.
He really
Why
pissed.
the are you here? The last time I went to Boxers with Anthony, a Sprinter van of 8 girls let out right in front of the club. And they got in the back of the line.
Like Kevin literally couldn't hold it in the line. He's like, why the are they here? And I'm like, bitch.
I just don't think that people comprehend the way that you take a space that is meant for a group of people and you make it unsafe. Because what happens a lot of times is that these girls get really comfortable. They make this their spot. And now Justin, her boyfriend, is here suddenly on a random Saturday night. And some guy, because he's at a gay club, winks at Justin. And Justin needs to prove that he's straight and masculine. And he punches someone. And now this spot is no longer safe.
I feel like you can't be doing to others what you hate that they do to you. That doesn't make sense to me.
What?
Because like you wouldn't like it as a gay man to be kicked out of a straight club.
I would never go to the straight club.
People be like, why the are you here? Like, why are you here? Like, go to the gay club.
If I ended up by accident at a straight club and someone was like, you should go to the gay club, I'd be like, can you point me in the right direction? Get me out of here.
I'm to both. I've done the straight sports bars with my straight friends. I've done gay establishments. The thing with me is I can intermingle in both worlds. But if I want to also do the whole gay establishment, I mean, like straight, like a sports bar type situation, which I have with my straight friends, I go to gay sports bars. We have Jim in Chelsea. I've gone there. I haven't been there in a long time. My friend Diego is a bartender. I need to go visit him. It's been years since I've seen him. But I agree with him at a certain point. Like, the one thing that irritates me about a lot of the girls that come to our establishments, I do feel a lot of times the girls will treat gay men like they're zoo animals. So you're showing up to well, child, I ain't been to boxes in eons, so I wouldn't even know what the hell's going on up in there. But when I would go to certain establishments and the girls be up in there, as long as, and I've been going to clubs for a long time. When I used to go to Splash on a Friday, we'd be seeing the girls up in there. So they bothered with them, and it was probably because the girls were respectful. The girls were respectful. They wasn't up in there just being catty, messy, or just like gawking, whatever the case is. The times that I've had problems with girls coming to gay establishments is places like the Cock. Why are y'all up in here? Why are y'all up in the Cock? Now, for those of you who don't know what the Cock is, it's an establishment where you can have a drink and lounge and kiki or whatever. But we also have areas where you can do a little yum yum bouncy bouncy when nature calls. So it does become like a back room at a certain point. On the weekends, we have the lower level. On the upper level, they have a little curtain area where you can go back, and like they have the bar, and then they have the back area. Because a friend of mine used to do a party there, but now he's in Florida. But when I don't know, I haven't been in the Conk in a month of Sundays, chair. So I need to get up out the house. I mean, besides the fact of me going to work and then coming home, I need to hang out a little more. I haven't been doing that as of late. But I don't like the fact when y'all have women coming up in those establishments where men want to congregate with each other, and I got a little peen in my mouth, and I'm doing my thing, and all of a sudden I got tuna salad sitting next to me. It's like, ma'am, no, out. Vamos, vamos. Like, get out of here, sis. I don't want to see you sitting there watching me while I'm doing what I'm doing, bitch. I mean, unless you want pointers to take home to your man, I can kindly show you. But other than that, it's like when we have a lot of times gay men want to be in their own little environment and we want to do our own thing without you all coming in trying to yuck our yum. Because we've had to create our safe spaces because we don't feel safe being ourselves anywhere else. That has always been the point of having the gay bars and this, that, and the other. So girls, you can come to our spot. Just be respectful and be mindful and aware of when you come in our space, you're a guest. This is not some place for y'all to just go, woo, yes, I'm like, yes, mama, yeah, work out. Like, what are you doing? Like, first of all, bring that 15 down to a 5. You're doing too much. You don't need to be doing all this, yeah, work, yeah, mama, yeah. You don't need to do all of that. You can talk to us regular. And so just be respectful of our establishments is all we're saying. But what the people said in the comments is this. One person said, dude in a Jersey has no understanding of why gay clubs exist historically. Gay clubs, black clubs, etc., are spaces for people with marginalized identities to go and experience safety and joy because the other more mainstream spaces are filled with prejudice, discrimination, and the policing of non-normative bodies. So when people that could be in the spaces created and maintained for their comfort invade our spaces, yeah, we're annoyed. So Anthony Polanco, well, hey, that's me. That was the guy in the jersey. I absolutely understand why safe spaces were created and are still needed today for marginalized communities. But in this discussion, I gave my opinion as a bisexual man who happens to have many straight female and male friends that would never go to an LGBTQ club or LGBTQ event or space and act a fool. Also, while you agree on how problematic straight clubs have historically been to our community, I do not agree with no straight women being allowed in gay clubs. You have two groups: the women who are, I believe it's an ally, go with a friend who is part of the community, respect the space, and just have a good time. The other group is the straight women who just impose themselves on the space because they feel they are entitled to be there, get blacked out drunk, get very touchy with the gay men, and make it uncomfortable and therefore unsafe. I don't think this is a one size fit all topic. Well, that I will agree with him on that because that's why I said there's the ones that go that are respectful of our spaces. They like to go because they get to have fun. They ain't got to worry about men hitting on them. Some of the girls like being around the gay men. They don't want to have to worry about some dude trying to grab their ass, whatever the case is. They're amongst their people. They can feel like I could just have fun, drink, watch Drag Race if it's on the screen, and not be bothered by some gross ass man because I'm not trying to get hit on for the night. I just want to have fun. Just want to go out and not deal with some shit. So another person said, I just had this conversation last week with a good friend who is staff member at a gay bar. I frequent gay bars and clubs. There is a big lack of understanding with personal space, manners, and also the whipping of hair, the screaming. Sometimes it feels like entitlement. Skipping at the bar. The only one time I got into a heated argument was with a girl at the bar. My bottom line is mindfulness. Yes, all are welcome if they abide with the culture of the space. And then, of course, Kevin Ortega Rojas had to jump in and defend himself. He said, OMG, put your pitchforks down, y'all. I clearly do not mean no straight women could ever be allowed inside a gay bar. But if you're a group of women there for a bachelorette party or to gawk at the gay men or bother the drag queens and try to get on stage, if you don't realize that you are a guest here, stay away. So, everybody was going in and he was giving his opinion. It was like, look, he has a right to feel um how he feels. And I do agree with that. I just like, you know what? You women can come into our establishments as long as y'all understand to respect the environment and to respect what's going on in our stuff. Know that you are a guest, that you have to understand that this ain't some entitlement shit. Y'all ain't entitled to a gay establishment. This is our stuff for a reason. And if you can't come into our establishments and be respectful of the environment, then stay your ass home or go somewhere else and be a nuisance there. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Do you think that straight people should party at gay clubs? But it is a nuanced conversation. I definitely want to hear from y'all regarding that. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts on this story in the comments down below.